Yes, welcome back. Today we discuss Ticca disease of groundnut. The total area under groundnut is about 8 million hectare. Ticca disease is the major disease of the groundnut in India and all over the world, but mostly in the India. It occurs in every state of India and in every ground of nut growing countries of the world. In UP, disease is locally known as chitwa. Groundnut is used commercially in many areas like manufacturing of edible oil, in textile industries, by the use of its fibers, cosmetics industries, and others. Therefore, Ticca disease of groundnut can cause huge damage to such an economy by reducing the yield or causing damage to the groundnut. Its biological name is Arachis hypogeum. Groundnut is rich in protein, dietary fibers, fat, and other most important nutrients. Groundnut is found to reduce cardiovascular disease, means its medicinal uses are also reported. Due to high nutritional value, consumes and produced in high quantity in tropical and many subtropical regions. It is leguminous plant, so its root are in symbiotic relation with nitrogen fixing bacteria present in the form of the nodule. So there are also grown in crop rotation to increase the nitrogen content or retain the soil fertility. Ticca disease cause epidemics in all groundnut crop growing countries including United States, China, India and other many countries. Casual organism The casual organism for the Ticca disease of groundnut are Cercospora personata and Cercospora erachidicola. Here two organisms are cause Ticca disease. The symptom caused by the two pathogens will differ. This disease is also called leaf spot of groundnut because it causes leaf spot on the leaves. Okay. This is a classification of the Cercospora. And what is difference between the Cercospora erachidicola and Cercospora personata? Here shown by the figure. This is the figure of Cercospora erachidicola and this one is the Cercospora personata. Here you see in the figure there are many difference in the conidiospore, conidia and others. So what is the main difference? Difference is the mycelium. Cercospora erachidicola are dark brown in color and grow intracellularly in the plant, but other species personata are brown black in color and first grow intercellularly, later intracellularly. Difference is that firstly grown intercellularly and then intracellularly, but erachidicola grow intracellularly. Okay. And difference between the Haustoria, this species erachidicola lack Haustoria, means erachidicola lack Haustoria, but personata contain branched Haustoria. Then conidiospore Erythricola consists of continuous unbranched yellowish brown and septate 1 to 2 septa present. Okay, but Personata consists of continuous unbranched light brown in color, geniculated and aseptate, and their size is also vary. You can see on the slide. Next difference in the conidia. Erythricola consists long, cylindrical, haline, pale yellow in color conidia, and their size is varied. You can see here the shape of conidia is also varies, and Personata consists of short cylindrical conidia, and their size is this one is the shape of the conidia is rounded at one end and tapered on the other end. Okay, then growth. In terms of growth, Erythricola grows intracellularly and Personata first grow intercellularly and later grow intracellularly. And some similarities is also, what is Erythricola and Personata are pathogenic. Both are क्या है दोनों? Both are pathogenic, and mode of nutrition is also similar, saprophytic, parasitic. Okay, all the then symptoms of the टिक्का diseases. इसके symptoms क्या है? You can clearly seen in the figure, which are two mode of infections, early infection and late infection. There is difference in the early infection symptoms and late infection symptoms. You can clearly seen on the leaves and you can differentiate yourself. Early infections color brown spot, ठीक है, with yellow halo appear on the leaf, but late infection black spot appear on the leaf, and late leaf spot infection in the stem is also infected by the late infection, and late spot infection in seed are also seen. All the aerial part of the plant are attacked. What is the major symptom? All the aerial part of the plant are attacked. In case of attack by Personatum, the leaf spot are circular 1 to 6 mm diameter, slightly pale in the beginning, turning to dark brown to black necrotic area. There is no halo around the young spot, while in case of Erythricola, the leaf spot are circular to irregular in outline and 1 to 10 mm in diameter. Okay, and tend to late surrounding by yellow halo from the very beginning. The spots are reddish brown to black on upper surface. Okay, which on the lower surface. These are light brown in color. Personatum appear 30 days earlier than the other one and more dangerous, as it produces many spots, and rate of its build-up is much more rapid. Okay, you can yourself differentiate between the late and early symptoms of the ticka disease. Okay, Next is, you can see in the figure, what is this? This is the early symptom, and this is also early, but this figure show the late disease symptom, and this is also late disease symptom. Then disease cycle. Disease cycle, in this figure you can see that disease cycle started from the plant debris, from the here plant debris. Plant debris are present in the soil in season, one season to another season. Then what happened? In the disease cycle, first the conidia remain in the dormant state in the crop residue. क्रॉप रेजिड्यू में कोनिडिया प्रेजेंट रहता है ऑफ द infected plant. Then the spore, that is conidia of the different Cercospora species, disseminates by the factor like wind, okay, by wind, rain, insect, vector to the host plant residue surface. After that the conidia germinate, you can see here conidia germinate on the favorable condition and result form the germ tubes. By entering into the plant cell, it form the germ tube through the stomatal pores. There it causes primary infection on the host surface, and the symptom appears within 30 days after planting. Within 30 days this infection appears. Then the spores multiply and form a high number of hyphae or a mycelial network. Here mycelial network form. These hyphae then rupture the epidermis wall of the plant cell and emerge out in the form of long conidiospores. These conidiospores then develop spore, that is conidia, on the favorable condition. Here favorable condition में conidia formation होता है. After that the conidia detached from the conidiospores and conidiophores by unwanted factor like wind, rain and other. Then after detachment the conidia will either remain at a dormant state in the soil or it can infect the other host plant. Therefore the disease cycle continues like this way only. Clear? This is explanation. Then control of the ticca disease. How can it controlled? Control burning the debris of the infectious plant to prevent spreading primary infection. If we burn the debris of the plant, then we can found the not occur the primary infection. ठीक है. Crop rotation help to cut down the chance of disease, and seed disinfection can be done by treating seed with 0.5% copper sulfate solution can prevent growth of infectious plant. Okay. Spreading of secondary inoculum can be controlled by the spraying of Bordeaux mixture in this ratio. Dusting with sulfur or sulfur contain 3.5% metallic copper is also effective against the disease. Using resistant variety crop is also a good option. Means प्रॉपर रोटेशन इज नेसेसरी, प्लांट रेबरीज को बर्न करना नेसेसरी होता है, अर्ली प्लांटिंग and alternation of in date of sowing and use of manure varieties help to escape from the attack of the disease. And also you can manage by the cultural method, mechanical method. Cultural method tolerate varieties, mechanical method deep burying of the crop residue in the soil and removal of volunteer groundnut plant are important measure to reduce the primary infections. And biological method foliar application of aqueous neem leaf extract and neem seed kernel extract at 2-week interval 3 times starting from 4 weeks is also good options. And chemical method spray of carbendazim. Carbendazim is a fungicide and mancozeb is very options you can use. Then here we concluded that ticca disease is a common disease in groundnut caused by different two types species of the Cercospora. First is the Cercospora erythricola and Cercospora personata. Disease conditions may circular spot appear on the surface of the leaf. The conidia of the fungus present in soil or those present in the fruit cell in the source of infection. Use of different types of fungicides can control the disease. Thank you very much, student. Here some references from where